My dad has MS. He had it for 24 years. Been on all kinds of medications. Tysobrine, etc. Pretty much a guinea pig for everything. He had MS attacks in the past that have led him to be temporarily blind. He's lost sensation in his hands, and overall his disease has progressed to wheelchair. He's completely confined to a wheelchair. No sensation from the waist down. Recently, he woke up one morning, and my mother noticed that on his toes there were black spots. That was concerning because that normally means there is a loss of blood flow. So the first medical appointment they had at the wound care center. Doctors identified that yes, that is concerning and we are going to have to do surgery. The surgeons discussed general anesthesia where they would place a stent in the vein. The pre-op instructions would to not eat or drink anything after midnight. What happened was the surgery was scheduled for 10 a.m. on Wednesday. Was the top. If nothing else, he had to follow that one. He could have checked, but he was thinking about another surgery where it was allowed to have a little bit to drink that morning. Having not reviewed the instruction for the stent surgery, he went ahead and had a cup of coffee Wednesday morning. My mom and him showed up, and the nurse asked, "Okay, Mr. Miller, have you had anything to drink today?" My dad said, "Oh, I had a little bit of coffee." Wrong answer. The nurse explained that he can't have surgery at 10, but they would try to get him in at 2. He was hangry. My parents milled around the hospital until 2 p.m. until he was finally admitted in the OR. The surgeon placed stents into 2 different arteries. They were optimistic that the circulation would improve. They hoped his toes would not develop any more gangrene. Post-op, it was discussed that they would like for him to be monitored for 6 hours. At that the best option was just to be admitted for overnight. The next morning he was discharged. He was sent home with a list of medications and post-op instructions. They also set a follow-up appointment to come back and make sure the circulation had improved. If there was any evidence that things had not turned a corner, they would have to discuss alternate options. In reality, there are a few other measures that could be taken, the last resort being amputation. What led to the deterioration of his circulation was not solely based on the disease of MS. It was prior lifestyle choices that were poor, such as poor eating, habits, heavy smoker, and continual use of recreational marijuana. He does it for pain management mostly. He was never really the guy that worked out. If he had made healthier choices in his youth, he would not be facing deterioration he is now.